All right. Tennessee State removes questionable group from campus after unauthorized visit. So let me play it.
They threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did somebody just throw something in our car?
Arrest.
They just tried to hit the car. They're still hitting the car. Whoa! That was loud.
All right, so that happened recently. Boy, black people are in a hell of a civil moral war right now. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. I almost want to call it the Charlie Kirk effect because I've never seen black people in such a divided disposition. It may have happened before my time, but I wasn't there to see it.
No.
But it is offset. It's not evenly divided. When I say it's multi-divided, but not evenly divided, I mean, you can break this shit down by religion, corporate association, political association, politics, upbringing, everything. The haves and have-nots of the black folks. Man, this is deep, man, and who want to talk about it? So I have another video at some point in it, but in the conversation. But let's talk about it. Who want to talk about it?
Man, we can't say nothing. Man, we can't say nothing about them black people and what they did. Man, the white boys went on their campus with that bullshit. That's an all blacks HBCU. Why would you go on their campus and you know what I'm saying? Like you can't really
to antagonize.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly
Cloud
what
is
it
a
was
fucking
about.
hell of a drug, man. These niggas out here doing shit for clicks, and they gonna get themselves fucked out, bro. Man, like man, something we do on here, bro, and I'm gonna speak on this shit, man. Is we take a lot of situations that black people in now. Don't get me wrong. Some shit we do be bullshitting on, man. But there's a lot of shit we don't. And that was one of them situations, man. You can't say nothing about them black people, man. They went on their campus to start some bullshit. That's it. That's all, man. They on there planting signs and shit up. 4 white boys will make America. Man, like, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. They lucky they didn't get their ass whooped. Straight up. Because if that would have happened to them, that would have been their fucking fault. They going to take your asses over there to them motherfucking PIs. I think it's what you call them other colleges. Take your ass over there with that bullshit. Don't come on an all black campus and with bullshit and don't expect smoke, man.
Now let me
especially right now, what's going on.
I gotta add context to it based off what he said. One, they go to different colleges. The colleges they pick, they be random. They go to all kind of campuses. Two, I mean I've been to college. I see that. I saw that from every race. This is that type of atmosphere is a college created thing. You know what I'm saying? That's normal. It's been like that forever. Yeah.
So we're not talking about some other colleges.
What?
You saw the video.
No, what you talking about? Other colleges? That's every college. What do you mean? That's a college thing.
I'm not speaking on all colleges. I'm speaking on what I just seen with my 2 eyes on the video you just played.
Hey, but I went to Prairie View, and it was during my time, social media wasn't really there yet. So I don't know what they do now on the college campus. But I didn't see that when I was on the college campus. There wasn't no white people on campus to have no debates about nothing like that during my time. Now today, right now you gotta like read the room. Like right now, buddy just got killed on camera. It's been a bunch of racial tension about going on different campuses and talking and having freedom of speech, and they chose to go to that school to antagonize. Man, let's just be real, Rock. We know what's going on.
I can't say that because Who are
Come
you
on,
to say
Rob.
that's what they came for, to purposely antagonize? How do you?
Man, maybe that's just me having street smarts. I don't know.
No,
They just see it's just kind of odd to me.
I think
No, the reason why
being
you know
biased.
it's
You're being
antagonizing because
purposely
look at where they
biased.
came to make their point. Look at where they came to. They didn't have to go there to say what they wanted to say. They came there for a reason. That's how you know it's antagonizing.
No. That's not how you know.
I don't even want to talk about that.
They came to that school because it's a college, and colleges are supposed to be think tanks. They're supposed to be
I'm with you, Yogi.
no matter what color you are, and especially if it is our black folks and it's a think tank, our black folks should be able to be mature enough to think and figure out what this is and see what it is. Exactly.
So I agree with you there. I agree with you.
Oh, he came here to antagonize. If he came here to antagonize, you know that, then why are you feeding into the antagonization?
You're right. I agree with you there. I'm gonna give you 100% credit on that one. You are 100% right. But the fact of the matter is, you like you just said, if you know they came there to antagonize, which we probably would have, like in my opinion, me, Yogi, and it seems like T-Ben, we agree that was something he was there to antagonize. Now, our problem as our people is, why are we there? If he's there doing that, then we move somewhere else. We go somewhere else. We get away from that. We don't put a crowd around that to give him clout so that he can antagonize us. See, and I agree with that part right there. But he is antagonizing y'all. Damn what you're talking about. He's antagonizing.
That's a question. Just prove me wrong. It's just a think tank. It's people do things like that. Just like Dr. Umar Johnson. He's been to white colleges and he's lectured to white people.
And they didn't do that to him.
And he
Fuck that.
They didn't do that. They didn't run him off. They didn't run him off. They didn't run him off.
Thank you.
I'm saying read the room. Given the circumstance of the temperature in the nation today, they know what's going. They understand what's going on today. If you just had what you just had is this huge event, you decide right now to go to a HBCU to have a dialogue with MAGA hats on, understanding that the majority of black folks don't fool with MAGA like that. Understand there's racial tension right now. Then college is smarter to know that's antagonizing today. I'm just saying it was in bad taste today.
They don't know. They don't know that it's gonna bother black people like that.
They didn't
Come
even.
on.
If
it was however many students that was, if that was the number of black people going to a fucking white college, they would damn near be lynched.
No, they.
Hey, this is my thing. I'm all about look. I'm all about look.
Come on, bro. Come on, they just nigga at a fucking HBCU a couple of weeks ago, man.
Hey, I'm all about accountability for our people, right? I'm all about it. That's what I'm known for, holding our people accountable and doing the right thing. But at some point, we start overcorrecting ourselves to where we don't see nothing wrong with the other side is ever doing. And I don't see like my spirit.
That's where y'all get weak at when y'all say that kind of
Hold on, wait, pause. Let me finish.
Man, that's just that bullshit.
No. I'm gonna keep talking because I hate that phrase. Because nobody has.
You just said they want to. You just said they want to have dialogue. You just said they wanted to have dialogue.
One at a time, so we can.
Hey, I was the one talking. I was the one talking.
I'm still talking.
You said what?
You was talking or not?
No, you cut me off. I was the one talking.
You off. I'm still.
All right. Well, I need one of y'all to be the bigger man right now and allow the other two speak. Come on now, y'all. Come on. There we go. Here we go. Come on. Now, which one of y'all gonna speak? Goddamn. Come on, shit.
Hey, this is what I'm saying right here. What I've been noticing is all the stuff that we talk about. It's kind of like when you out and you talking to somebody, you kind of sense for somebody, oh man, he got a problem with me. You don't really say, you like, man, I think it's mad because I'm black. You don't really say, you kind of feel like that's what it is. We all kind of understand how stuff like that works. We understand microaggressions. What they was doing is microaggressions. We're going to have a dialogue, y'all. Let's just go talk about it real quick in the middle of what's going on. You got to be able to read the room.
How can you make that assumption and make it fact? You're guessing.
This is my opinion, Rock, of course. What you mean?
Okay, cool. Long as we understand it. Because
he stated his opinion.
Come on, man. No, look at him opinion.
Keep going. going, T-Ben. Keep going, T-Ben.
Nah, then you mentioned Umar does it too. I'm saying it'd have been in poor taste as well if something happened to on the other side and it's the same circumstance but flipped on the other race. Umar said, "Let me go to the PWI and have a dialogue." It'd have been in poor taste as well. He'd been antagonizing. I'm saying
It's not
antagonizing.
but he does go do that. And in his,
I'm saying, okay, did he?
Can I finish? I'll let you finish.
Did he?
Can I finish?
Did he?
Yeah. Let him talk, man. Come on. Come on, King. Come on. You got it.
I'm just saying when Dr. Umar Johnson goes do his lectures and the things that he talks about can be considered very antagonizing to a white person listening to what he's saying about.
That's not what I'm saying, man. That's not what I'm saying.
But I'm saying he can't. But that's what
let him cook. Let him cook.
What we're saying is,
I said due to the time. You got to address what I said. I said due to the times we in. The times we in. I didn't say period. The times we in. That's the key part. I said read the room. Look what just happened less than a month ago.
That's why
I said that
because they're not worried about what happened a month ago. Because if it happens again,
well, that's your opinion right there.
It proves their point. If it happens again, that leftists can't take it and they got to shoot somebody that's talking with free speech. If it happens again, so they're out there proving a point that, hey, I'm still gonna come out here and talk. I'm still gonna come and talk to you. You think I'm the enemy, and I'm gonna keep telling you that I'm not. I'm gonna keep telling you that I'm American. I'm trying to talk to you. Look here, black person. Let's talk. And yeah, this is coming out of a black person saying that. It's for real. It's real. This is a real conversation. Like you represent 1 million people, and I represent 1 million people. Real. In our culture, I represent 1 million black people. You represent 1 million black people in our culture right now. That thinking just like how we're thinking right now. Like we got to figure out how we're gonna come together. Because I'm just explaining how Umar can do his situation in peace at a white situation. These white boys couldn't do what they was doing in peace at a black situation. Because our black situation took an emotional value, took their emotions and got emotional instead of getting logical and thinking what this is and seeing how we can respond to it to make sure that if we don't want that to come to be in a think tank, that we relay that information to the other party. We don't need you here. But it's not like that. Not what we saw on that video.
Man, look, I hear what you're saying on that point, right? I get what you're saying on that point. This is when I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm looking at the totality. Right now, hold on.
That's not the bigger picture.
Look, I'm looking at this other picture. Let me put it that way.
Having good behavior, good emotional.
Listen, hold on. I'm looking at a different picture. This is what I see. This is
not the bigger picture. I'm just asking.
Why does it? Why? So look, two questions. Well, one statement. Right now, you just had what happened with old buddy that got shot on front of everybody. That's one thing. Immediately after that, HBCU started getting threatening letters about what happened, right? So this is all going at the same time. Man, hold on, man.
Taxes that Democrats do. They've been doing
but that's in the minds of the youth, though. That's in the minds of the youth. You not the youth no more, bro. That's in the minds of the youth.
Still got it by the elders.
So why is responsibility on us to have an emotional intelligence, but not them showing up at their college campus though? During this time right now.
Their emotional intelligence to go and talk to who people perceive to be the enemy when they're trying to let them know we're not the enemy. We're trying.
No, that's not emotional intelligence, man. They not understand.
Man, they didn't do
Come
that
on,
shit.
man.
They didn't do that shit on. I feel like that shit wasn't done in the right way. They did that shit to be like.
What do you mean? They set
up a tent.
They set up a
bro,
desk.
No.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think about what I'm saying.
They didn't do
I
nothing.
don't feel like the ground of what they did, bro. They didn't do that shit on the right ground, bro. They did that antagonizing shit, bro. Why would you go to an HBCU, bro? Like T-Ben said, knowing the fucking.
There's an HBCU that has a 98% white population. There's an HBCU that has a 98% white population. Bro. So when you keep saying HBCU is just predominantly black, a lot of different races go to HBCU. It's
called a historical black college or university, nigga.
That was built by white people.
White people. Named after white people. Man, what are you talking about? They're named after black people.
Spellman is what to call his wife, nigga. That's a white woman.
You know what? First of all, let me say this. Hold on.
White people.
Let me say this. First of all,
what we talking about?
Listen, I just looked up the word antagonist. It is a person who actively opposes or is hostile to someone or something or adversary. Them people were not hostile. They went and sat on the college campus, opened some damn folding chairs, opened a damn folding table, put a sign out, and asked to have nonviolent debate about.
What's the definition? Hey, what's the definition of a hypocrite, Rock?
Let me finish. And asked about DEI.
T-Ben took it back.
Now, what's the question?
He went way back.
But see, that's what you got to do, that to try to get off the argument, because we got you right on there. On the
my argument stands. My argument stands. You see what they wanted to go talk about?
They went to talk about politics and ask and to have a conversation with them about why are they still staying on the Democratic plantation.
They went to talk about kitchen table issues that two cultures need to talk about.
What is so bad about that? What is so antagonizing about that?
The white and the black
I'm the one that's straddling the fence with this particular topic.
This is unbelievable.
I never. It's just so crazy to me how all of a sudden, man, that's crazy.
Black America and white America needs to talk. That's what happened.
And look what
happened. Nobody said they don't need to talk. I'm talking about they chose the wrong time to do it.
This is when they do it. Wait, it's at college.
Not when. Not you don't do it right now. It's the wrong time to be doing it.
At a college, you don't discuss at a college.
Are you not listening? Are you getting obtuse on purpose, bro?
Ben, I've watched world leaders go in and fucking at war with each other. What are you talking about?
We talking about college kids, man. You talking about world leaders. Two different things.
Oh my God, what's the difference? If two motherfuckers is at war,
the mentality is different. The mentality is different.
Oh my, now you want to son college people. Now you want to son college people. You want to
son of bro. But y'all tripping right now, bro. I think y'all just trolling. Y'all trolling, man. Y'all trolling, man.
This is crazy.
College is a think tank.
Nah, I think I'm the one.
Playing nice. We cool.
I see it from both sides.
Man. Let me tell you something. This is proof that one of the reasons we lose is because we fighting bullets with emotions. This is insane.
We just trying, man.
We fighting bullets with emotions. We fighting economics with emotions.
Yeah.
We ain't sure. Hey, bullets with emotions. Bullets with emotions. Rock, bullets with emotions.
Bullets with emotions.
Now this is just talk.
We love moral victories.
Who got shot?
All those kids running behind them, emotionally shot. They got shot with emotion.
Thank you.
Oh, emotionally shot. Thank you, Rock. Man, y'all just talking, man.
No, I know. Okay, hold on. Watch this. Okay, but hold on. Okay, so let me kill be an argument about this, right?
I think King is antagonizing
like
right
Denzel
now.
Washington on training day.
Hey, hold on. Check this out. You know what's funny about this shit? Majority of the niggas that's talking about how they can't stand Charlie Kirk, hire racist, and all the hoopla that's after it, they didn't even know this nigga existed before then.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. I'm talking about myself. I ain't talking about nobody else. I'm talking about they chose to antagonize in the wrong time. Read the room is what I'm saying. Have a conversation, but read the room.
I just read to you what it is.
You say what?
But they didn't. Again, you're making a subjective guess. You saying you don't know they were antagonizing. And from the videos I seen, they didn't antagonize nobody.
Hey, you don't know either, Rock. You don't know either, Rock.
Sat down. Soon as
you
they
don't know either, Rock.
Open up their tables, put the post down. They start getting antagonized. They got antagonized.
Them motherfuckers was trolling because why would you go to an all-black campus with that shit?
You know what,
bro?
People can sit here and watch videos and shit and see shit and still will be selectively blind to the shit.
Bro, I ain't selectively blind to nothing. I just my opinion. I ain't selectively blind to nothing. I ain't selectively blind to nothing. I'm just my opinion on the situation. I see what I see, Rock. I ain't blind to nothing.
Just open up a new room.
Hey, Rock. I ain't blind to nothing. I'm just seeing what I'm saying. This is my take on it. I ain't blind or nothing.
Hold on. But listen to what I'm saying. So you're saying the video you just saw, you're saying that the white guys were antagonizing them and not the other way around. Tell me what you say. Give me your answer.
I done told you already. I already told you. I said it already.
Answer the question. Who was antagonizing who in the video?
The kids.
Antagonizing is being on that camera with MAGA hats on during this time right now. That's my answer.
Hey,
That's my answer.
Hey, from the definition he just read about antagonists, they wasn't antagonizing. They was trolling, bro. They went over there to start some shit.
Moving the goalpost. Now we want to play with words.
Ain't nobody moving no goalposts. It's the same.
We ain't talking about trolling.
Hey, if it ain't attack, hey, look, hey, Rock. Look. Hey, look, check this out though. Hey, check this out. Look at me though, Rock. Look, Rock. Look what I'm gonna do. Hey, I'm wrong about the word antagonizing. They wasn't antagonizing, but I agree it was trolling. I agree with that.
It still don't make it right. They showed they lack of class by how to handle the situation, bro.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. But I'm saying this. Just like, hold on, Rock. No, hold on, Rock. If somebody, you got the right to say what you want to say, but you got consequences.
If I would have saw my child on video, if I would have saw my child on video doing that shit, I would have beat their motherfucking ass.
Okay, good for you, Rock. Okay, good for you, Rock.
Because I didn't teach you to act like that. I didn't raise you to antagonize or troll people because they looked like they was trolling.
Hey, so what's the discussion centered around? What we talking about?
We think we have selective rage.
Selective rage. Okay. Selective rage. So what? So selective rage. So in other words, what should we rage? What should we not be raged about? What should we be raged out about?
That's not what I'm saying.
What should we have raged about? You saying it's selective. I'm saying what should we be raged about?
No, it's selective because you're selecting it. You're selecting it. Selecting when you want to be enraged.
That okay, look, let me walk through this path. And that will mean that let me walk this path in. Let me walk you down this path. You saying we have selective outrage. I'm not saying we don't. What I'm saying is what should we be outraged about?
We shouldn't be. That's the whole point. We still busy. It's 2025 and we still fighting for moral victories. Group economics. Group economics.
What moral victory? What moral victory? What moral victory?
We need to flood the game with group economics, infiltrate all the entities that we say are oppressing us.
Yeah, infiltrate all that shit.
What that got to do with what happened on that college campus, though?
They showed that they're not emotionally intelligent and they wasting taxpayers' fucking money.
Why do you think they're not emotionally intelligent yet, Rob?
Because they showed it.
Why do you think they're that way, Rob?
Because that's what was displayed on the camera.
No, that's what you saw. I'm saying, why are they that way?
Why are they that way?
Because we're black and we are taught as a race to embrace being a victim. Listen, do you know most HBCUs, they indoctrinate those kids to be democratic, to be leftist, instead of letting them choose their own route. Yep. That's a fact.
That's a fact, man. That is a fact. I ain't trying to mirror what you're saying, but that's a fact.
Nigga!
These facts.
Who said nigga? Damn, that came out of nowhere.
Boy.
We didn't even need that.
So, okay.
This nigga Rock will have to change, bro.
I'm going to play this other video. This is a segue. Check this out. Them was the same disrespectful ass students that was antagonizing them white boys. Them son of a bitches need to be expelled with their bad ass.
I disagree. It wasn't the same. That was a different group of kids.
Man, they was some of the same damn college. God damn it.
Who was that person? Who's that guy?
That was the campus security guard.
Oh, God.
See what I'm saying?
They
Them
was
little
running
bastards
dozens
need
on
to
his,
practice
Rock.
respect.
they was running the dozens on his ass. They was capping.
Got the camera on the man.
No home training.
No home training.
No home training.
Okay.
That's
In fairness
answering
to
TJ
the
where it
discussion,
come
though,
from.
I'm gonna
TJ
say
kept
this here.
saying why they doing it.
It's
Why they
easy to
doing it.
take these two
No
videos
home
of
training.
this bad acting
Wait,
and
home
use
training.
this as the media point. It's easy to take the two videos and use that, but we can probably come up with some other videos that we probably show some difference of that. So
And
come on,
we're not denouncing it.
All of them shit.
But we're not denouncing that. But my whole
DB.
point is, it goes back to the thing that I've been preaching lately. We are becoming the very people we complain about. Do you really think that's going to help us?
Right.
Look, let me say this. Here's my problem with moral victories, right? And the way we're going about it, right? There are over 22 African countries that are telling us communicate. We're giving dual citizenship, free citizenship. There are several countries in Africa that are offering land. Some are even paying you to live there for 5 years to get yourself together and connect, and let's bridge the gap. They apologize for what they did or didn't do to get you back or fight for you, right? Also, do you know the government, there are billions of dollars worth of grants that are strictly or literally specific to Black people? We don't take advantage of. Every year, this money just sits in a damn pot in the government, right?
I'm gonna be honest, Rock. I didn't know that these things exist.
Yeah, exactly. Also, you get tax exemptions in certain states to buy land. And I know Ben know that because he in that. We talking, he fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? And then I talk to guys that own land, brothers and sisters that own land. You see what I'm saying? Here's my point, bro. We're fighting the 1965 battle in 2025.
Yeah.
We gotta update the playbook. We're behind. You see what I'm saying? Listen, where I work, outside the building, there's this part of Atlanta where it's like a business club, corporate housing district, right? Everything goes on. A lot of foreigners come out there, right? You want to know what happens? There's this bar connected to this Kroger's, and it's a big old patio, big TVs, sports, everything. They serve drinks, cook food, and everything, right? People, it's a stroll, it's for the public. And it's where all the cultures diverse it. All the cultures come together and they just hang. People walk their pets, people jog, everything, eat, club. You want to know who's there 3-4 times a week? The Israelites. They come and they pull up and they park right across the grass from where people listening to music, watching sports, drinking, having a good time. People of different races are getting along. It's peace. It's unity. You want to know what the Israelites is doing with a big ass microphone and a mic right in the middle of it? These goddamn crackers, they devil. Look at them. These people Black and da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da. And I be sitting there, they be annoying me more than the goddamn white folks. You know what they do? Don't nobody fuck with them people. They just ignore them. They literally will get drunk and overlook and close their ears to these Israelites telling these people they the devil. So my whole thing is, if they can do it, why can't these kids, or I'm gonna say adults because they're ass over 18, why can't they just see that all they had to do was, it's called ignorance. You're supposed to ignore the ignorance. If it's ignorant to you, ignore it. I'm not understanding how hard was it for them to just walk past that shit and take your ass to class.
Hey man, let me say this, man. This is what don't sit right with my spirit. Like I was saying before. If anybody knows me, Rock, you know me.
Yeah.
And other people, y'all other brothers, y'all haven't really known me outside of this podcast. Anybody that knows me knows I've been for years. My whole message has been, hey, y'all, hold ourselves accountable, do better as a people. And my message has always been do better as a people so our children can look up to our own people. What I'm starting to hear is, and this is what doesn't sit right with my spirit. When it gets to a point where I said we correct ourselves, we start overcorrecting to the point where it starts to sound like, hey y'all, be more like those other people instead of pointing out people in your community that's already doing right. So our children, all these examples of people that look like us, that know how to debate, the ones that look like us, that hold ourselves in a positive light, that's doing the right things. Hey, y'all, be like this person. Not like, you don't see them other people doing this. It's like the message tends to go towards the rhetoric of those we've always had issues with, to be more like them. They're the ones that can have moral high ground. They're the ones that can conduct themselves. We don't do it. But I'm like, I know plenty of people that look just like us, excelling in all areas of life. I'm saying be like the ones that look like us, doing the right things. I don't see enough of that. I don't see enough of that. I don't see enough of us saying, hey, be like Neil deGrasse Tyson, maybe they was talking about science. Hey, be able to hold a dialogue like Dr. Cornell West. I don't see that. Hey, be a brother that holds his family in high regard like this brother, or a sister that's doing well in this area. I don't see enough of that. It's always, you don't see other folks doing this. Be more like them. Be more like them. What about us that's doing right? When we gonna start holding our own people in a high regard? When are we gonna start doing that more often? Because I don't see it enough.
Wait, whoa, nobody.
Hold on, Rob. You just said a minute ago, them Israelites is in the crowd messing with people. You know what messing with? The white boy, they wouldn't mess with nobody. That's what you just said.
No,
you just said that.
That doesn't mean
you did.
Be like them. That doesn't mean be like them.
Well,
He didn't say what I'm saying.
They look, not only the white people ignore them, the niggas ignore them. I'm talking about people in general. Just had a contrite to be able to overlook ignorance. Don't enter.
What I'm saying is that what I'm saying is this. Let me give this is a story. This happened. This was like about a month ago, right? I'm in HEB. I'm in HEB coming home from work. It's a young brother walked past me, early 20s, maybe about 19, maybe he probably was in high school. He had his pants sagging. He just walked past. Wasn't nobody paying no attention to him. An older brother was coming the same direction, but coming the other way. He was like, the other brother was like 6 or 7 years old. He was like, man, I can't stand got his pants sagging like that, embarrassing us in front of all these white folks. I hate that mentality. Why not? Why is he not embarrassing us in front of our own children? Why got to be about white people?
Why do we always have to carry that's the mentality when somebody's trying to correct us, when we don't see that somebody that's trying to correct us looks like us? Because when I look at Rock, I don't see a white dude. When I look at me, I definitely don't see a white dude.
That's not what I'm saying, King. No, this is what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, King.
It's usually like-minded men like us who are pointing this out and saying what's going on, that this behavior is non-emotional intelligence. It's not.
No, I'm saying the example to do better is never us again. I'm saying this.
We're trying to say that white folk, you need to be like the other folks and be like
that is what
you need to behave yourself, just like where we learned that Big Mama house. Get your ass up, go wash your ass, and you go to school.
But my question is, look, that's fine and dandy, but it's always a point of contention to bring up how the other people ain't doing it. I'm saying change the rhetoric to say be more like the ones that look like you that's doing the right thing.
I said
that's two different lanes. What?
Different color people. We all ignore them niggas.
You're not hearing me, Rob. Do you not hear what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, T. Dot.
Can you repeat what I'm saying? Make sure I'm saying can you repeat what I'm saying?
So what he's saying is, if we we out somewhere and somebody pulling their pants down, right? And you tell that person that put their pants down, pull your pants up. You see that white lady right there?
Who's doing that?
Who's talking?
Wait. Let him finish so we can get an understanding. Rocky King, give me a second because I want to hear it. Come on, Rock. Yogi.
What T-Ben is saying is this: why do we have to tell him to pull his pants up so we won't look nowhere in front of that white woman? Why we not pulling our pants up in front of that elder black lady standing right next to her?
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Why we not presenting ourselves for the older people that's ahead of us that own their shit?
Or that's exactly. And look, this also what I'm saying. A minute ago, hold on. A minute ago, we talked about the brother a minute ago, we talked about being on the college campus, not knowing how to debate. Instead of saying, hey, you can debate like Dr. Cornell West and sit down and have a discussion. You don't even mention a black person that know how to debate. all you talking about is the white boy. They weren't doing nothing wrong. Man,
What?
forget all that.
So
Tell
in
them
that
how
regard,
to debate.
in
Like,
that regard, so in that regard of the white
So
dudes on the
just
college
Cornell
campus,
West types can go
why
debate.
don't white dudes that went on their college campus to debate, why there couldn't be a group of black people that know how to debate going on their campus instead of them white boys?
I don't know.
I get what you're saying, T-Dot.
I don't know.
that's
why.
what I'm
I don't
saying.
know why
If
they were.
if we're gonna correct
I don't
ourselves,
know why
give
they
us
were.
the examples of us as doing the right thing, so they can see it. We don't.
I
What
don't
I'm
know
saying is
why there
that
wasn't any black.
Understanding of
I don't know
who
why
that
there
is. I
wasn't any
got you.
black
That make a
guys
lot of
that
sense.
were in
a child, quality. A child like they look like our children. They have to be able to look
I'm
up to
trying to.
something and say, "Oh, let me be like that. Let
We
me be
gotta
like
see
Who
that."
said
somebody that
that?
look like
They
them
gotta
and they
see it. They
yeah,
gotta
yeah.
see
Saying
it.
something as if we saying that. And who does? Let me tell you
Huh?
something. When I check niggas, I'm basing it off how I was raised by black people, not no fucking white people. I'm
We
lost.
don't. That's not what your rhetoric is saying. That's not. Look, we watch these videos. Rob, we watch these videos every week showing us how dumb and stupid we and how ignorant we acting, but we never show who to act like.
Are you fucking? You watching? You
I
missing
agree.
videos, nigga.
I don't know about all
Oh
that.
my God! Did you just say that? Everybody on there know you. That is so incorrect. Most of
Okay,
the
well,
I mean,
hold on.
I mean,
Wait,
who do we
wait.
show to be like?
Hold on.
Who's the example of who to be like
Hold
that
on.
we didn't
Watch
show?
this.
I mean,
I'm
when he
gonna
do the
shut that
flower
shit up. Hold
segment,
on.
when
Let
he
me
do
ask
the
y'all a
flower
question.
segment, he do that.
Hold on,
You gotta
y'all. Hold
be
on.
like somebody to
Hold on.
do
Now
good.
y'all know
You gotta
there's a
be like
section.
somebody
Hold
to do
on.
good.
Y'all know there's
Yeah,
a.
you need an example, King. You need an example, King.
I'm
You need an
finished.
example, King.
Hold on.
You need an example, King.
Let me give you an example. Hold on, King.
You
Watch
didn't have your
this.
parents.
They don't. Like
There's a
who?
segment
You
of
didn't have
my
your
show.
parents. Your mama
There's a
didn't teach you
segment
nothing.
of my
Your
show.
mama,
You think you
your
Let
mama,
me
your mama
speak.
and your first grade teacher didn't teach you nothing.
don't you see the crisis
Let me
our
speak.
black
Hold on.
population
And
Your
got?
I
dad,
respond
your
to what he
mom, your
said about
dad,
my
your
show.
Hey,
Hold
King,
on.
King,
Watch this.
King,
Hold on.
don't you see
Let
the
me
crisis we
respond.
in with our families?
Let me respond.
Don't you see the
Listen.
crisis we in, King?
I'm not talking.
Listen.
They
Hold
don't you see
on.
the crisis we in?
Hold on.
What you
Let me finish it
mean?
up. Hold on. Let me ask y'all a question. There's a segment in my
What
show.
goalposts? What
Let me.
goalposts? You
There's a
can't
segment.
answer. You can't answer.
I've been
I
fighting
can't
for
answer
5
that.
minutes
I
to
can't
respond
answer
to
that.
Ben.
You
I've been
moving the
fighting for
goalposts.
5
King,
minutes to
you're
respond to Ben.
antagonizing right now, King.
I've been fighting for 5 minutes to respond to Ben. There's a segment of my show where I give flowers to. How many flowers I done gave to a white man? 0.
You wait on the answer.
0.
Listen
So,
to listen,
so I just
Rob.
proved you wrong.
Rob, listen to what I'm saying,
Flowers
Rob.
I done gave was to who, y'all?
Rob, listen to what I'm saying,
That person.
Rob. Rob, listen to what I'm
So
saying,
what are you
Rob.
saying, Dot? What are
You
you saying,
listening?
Ben? You got
Let
to
me know when you're
retract
ready to
that
listen.
statement.
Let me know when you're ready to listen.
How many black folks have I given flowers to out of all my flower sections?
We know the numbers has been pretty high for the black folks. So now,
It ain't
but I
been
need
nothing
this.
but
I
black.
need this right. I need to hear what TBN is saying too. So come on, TBN.
Okay,
Come
go
on.
ahead.
Don't stop on me. Come on.
The point that I'm making is that every single time we bring up showing these videos and clips of how dumb and stupid and ignorant that we are and how we effed up as a race of people, what I'm saying is that if we're gonna do that, say, hey, instead of doing it this way, there's a black person doing it the right way. That's who we should be modeling after.
We do.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, I'll take it back then. I'm gonna pay attention now. So look, I'll take it back, and I'm gonna pay attention, Rob. If I don't see it, I'm calling it out. And you got to do the same, Rob.
Wait. Give me a second
Do we
now.
get the rebut to
Okay,
that or what?
TBN. A lot of times at the beginning of the show, which I'm quite sure you go back and watch them. I'm not trying to question that at all. But there is a moment in the show where Rock will really dedicate a really nice message, especially to the youth and for our people, if you will. So that typically.
Okay, so at the beginning of today's show, who was highlighted about debating on college campuses?
Okay, that's the part where you're getting Pacific. And right now, okay, no, he hadn't came up with that particular person yet. Now, who's to say
What I'm saying is,
in the future?
what I'm saying, it has to be in line. If we gonna have, hold on. If we gonna have, listen. All right, well, all right, cool.
If I'm telling the truth, what's the problem? If I'm telling the truth, what's the problem? That's all that matters.
Are you asking or not? You asking or not, Rob?
We got
I'm
a
not,
lot.
You want to answer?
I'm not here to babysit no black folks.
Babysitting? Come on, Rob.
That's what I said. Because you
2025, man.
basically asking me to babysit. Yeah, you got to do it like this, and here's an example.
Gotta do
No,
it.
I
Here's
don't.
Right,
good
that's
Here's Martin
not
Luther
right
King.
now.
Here's
Because
Martin
that's
Luther
not
King.
what
Here's
he's
Malcolm
asking
X.
for you to
Dude,
give
like
give
this,
a
my
good.
guy.
So
like,
y'all
show
not sitting up here
show people.
babysitting them white boys?
What?
Oh my!
You and y'all,
babysit
Roger
all
King,
day.
Good
Roger
now.
King, y'all not
That's
sitting
good
up here
one,
baby.
because
Y'all
there
ain't sit
are a
up here.
lot of times when y'all
Don't
do
babysit
get very
nobody.
Y'all, hey,
protective.
y'all,
babysit
when we
nobody.
talked about Charlie Kirk, y'all niggas didn't babysit that white
That
boy?
ain't
Can't
babysit
lie.
nobody.
He's
Oh
making a
man,
good
come on,
point.
bro. It's the same
He is
fucking
making a
thing.
really
That ain't
good point.
babysitting nobody.
Oh
That's
man, come
basically
on, bro.
understanding
Really,
that a human
quality?
being lost their life in
He
front
makes a
of
good point
everybody.
because we
At
did
a
give
But
college,
we
college
babysitting the
kids called
nigga
murder.
because we
Two shows
respect
to Charlie
life
Kirk.
regardless of color.
Yeah,
That's
college
what you
We
kids
damn
telling
called
them.
near
murder.
dedicated 2 shows to Charlie Kirk.
No, I didn't. I dedicate these shows to what's in the news, my
What's
nigga.
in the
We
news?
talk about
but
shit that I don't care to ever talk about.
those arguments
This is
went on for 2
crazy.
days about that dude.
These niggas
We
is
did because
literally
it was a
judging
hot
me
topic.
by me giving the
It
news.
was.
If it's in the news, if it's still in the news, I'm gonna talk about it.
And
What
there
are
was
you
ongoing
talking
case.
about?
No
Y'all
one is
don't
judging you
That's
guys.
not what I'm saying. I'm not
No
saying
one is
it as a
judging you
bad
guys.
thing, but I am saying it as a fact of what they're saying, guys. Y'all,
No,
even
no,
though they're
It's
saying
not
what
a
they're
fact,
saying,
quality.
they
that's
show
not a
that.
good substantial
It's not a
fact,
fucking
quality.
fact
That's not a good substantial fact to do it that
at
way.
all.
Because that was a hot topic, and
Tomato, tomato,
they hadn't even caught the killer by the time we did the second show. They had just caught the killer. They had just speculated on it. So it was still it was 2 shows. But if you're gonna say that's like 2 shows because you're showing homage to white supremacists, white people, nah. It ain't nothing like that. And nobody's nobody's
but look at it
babysitting
from
by
this point,
saying
King.
it's wrong for a human being
This
to
is
get his life
insane.
taken in front of other younger human beings at a college. That was
This
wrong.
is crazy, bro.
That was
Okay.
horrible.
Okay, now look at it from this point, King. I agree with what you're saying. And once again,
It's wrong that
guys,
Zimmerman is still walking around. It's wrong
Give
that
me a
Zimmerman
second.
is still walking around. It's
me
wrong
a
that he
second,
killed that
King.
boy over Skittles. It's wrong. So what? We gotta every
Give me
time we
one
talk
second,
about
King.
something opposing, we gotta talk about our own stuff so everybody will feel equally fair. We gotta make sure we talk about it in the right way so we all fair. We gotta give ourselves an example.
Black folks sensitive than a motherfucker,
that's
bro.
sensitive.
This
That's
shit is
sissy
crazy, bro.
That's sensitive shit.
Murder is murder. It's wrong.
Your mom and your guardian told you right from wrong. That's how you got into that college. You couldn't get into the college with bad behavior.
You guys, we asked for 1 minute, and it is to the point where we can't say
I
nothing.
I took these minutes because I sat back and I listened. I tried to talk. I tried to get in, but T-Ben was still going. Rock was going. You was going.
Oh, so I never really said much.
Y'all know me. I'm going to keep talking.
I never really said much. This is my first time kind of being a little vocal on it. And the only thing I'm pretty much saying is this here. I see the point that they're making. When y'all said that the show it was a popular topic and all that, yes, it was. But we've never ever spent practically a whole show on that topic. We've never done that before. So that's their point. Wait. That's their point. Now, you saying that shit happens, I understand it. I understand why we did it. It was a very hot topic. I do. And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm one of them that didn't want to do it that way because I kept thinking that it was turning hostile against the panel because we were so passionate about it. But that same passion is what makes us who we are. So now here we are in the same statement right now with the same passion. You guys have your passion for what you're talking about. They have their passion for what they're talking about. And I can see both sides of it. I can see it. No one is wrong here. No one is wrong. We just have different ways of seeing it.
I don't see both sides.
We just have
different ways of seeing it.
We understand. We're going to eventually go to the next topic, but it's just one of them subjects. I'm standing on business. We too emotional as a people, bro. How we expect? Okay, look, let me say this. Here's what I'm saying. Imagine living in a house and you got somebody living in your house. They house you, regardless of how they got the house, but you live with them. They took you in. But they running around talking about how they don't like you. and voicing their opinion about how they don't like how you do your house and shit like this. Now, this is going to be a scorching, painful reality, and that's that. Look, yes, we were quote unquote slaves. Yes, we went through all this shit, which I will never forget, right? But here's my point. We got to be mindful of how we're fighting, right? We can't keep walking around here with these same attitudes that they had or have, quote unquote. Again, we got to stop becoming the very people we complain about. We cannot fight that way. We don't have a country. We don't have a country to go to, quote unquote, right? We don't have a community because a community is 2 words, common unity. We so fucking divided. That's why they call it the hood.
But that means the our
see-
suppressors
You
did
see
their
what I'm
job
saying?
very well.
So what I'm saying is this. We cannot get nowhere fighting with this old, to me, I consider it a feminist attitude. It's like the woman, she knows she can't beat you up, she's just gonna keep saying smart shit to hurt you here. It's like that's what we're trying to do with white people. We're trying to hurt their feelings, but when really and truly, we're just exuberating our hurt feelings on them. But if a man, it ain't gonna hurt him.
Oh man,
That's what I think we're acting like as a race. And in the watch a race of men that has adopted that mentality, that's scary to me. My uncles didn't run around with that mentality. My grandpa and them older men didn't run around with that mentality. Them niggas that shut up and they fought back with action. They worked hard, they grinded hard, they did what they did in the community, those that participated in the community, and whoever did their best to lead their family some, even if it just was an insurance policy, that's what they did. But they didn't go run around fighting racism with their mouth, letting them, I don't like you and this how I feel.
Hey, Rod.
That's the problem I have.
Hey, Rod. So that last part you just said, I'm gonna rebut you on that, my nigga. If we were sitting up here just chilling on some shit, this won't even be a motherfucking topic. We're talking about it because we're on a podcast, nigga.
But you're not Malcolm X. You're not Martin Luther King. We have our people for that. Everybody don't have to do it. What we have to do is be the part of the action plan and do it. Just like when we were talking about the other day of the show about black tax. We out here waiting. See, we waiting for heroes. We complain about the rich nigga and why they not giving enough money. But when we can do it ourselves with less money.
Yep.
I don't talk about none of that shit because I don't give a fuck about it. I'm gonna put my head down and go do what the fuck I gotta do. I don't give a fuck about it. Like, we talk about this shit because we're on the podcast and that's the topic you bring up, nigga. I'm not sitting around here talking about everybody, cause everybody, hey man, them white people did this. I don't give a fuck about what they did. I'm gonna put my head down and go to work and get mine.
And guess what? This way you prove my point yet.
Yeah, I can't
This is
lie.
why they say we are not slaves physically, we're slaves mentally. And you just exuberated that, my nigga.
I don't give a fuck.
And that's not.
Okay.
See,
There you go. There you have it.
Yeah. See, that's what that right there, T-Ben. That's where he gets it right there. That's what makes his argument strong, because when you have a person like that that'll have that mentality of thinking, then he's only for self. He's not willing to help his own people. He's only for self. He don't even care. His only thing is only about himself. That because of what you said, when you say you don't give a fuck and all that, there it hurts.
Cool.
It hurts. It hurts.
Make y'all points. I'm cool. Make y'all points, bro.
All right, and then you can turn it into that right there. Sensitive.
Hey, well, look. I've been kind of quiet, right? I've been kind of quiet. The past about 5 minutes, man, because I don't know, like maybe I'm not explaining myself properly. So what I'm saying is really nothing to really disagree about. I'm just suggesting that, hey, I'm a solution-oriented kind of person. That's I'm known as that. Being part of solutions, being about action. What I'm saying is that, hey, if we're gonna talk about our ignorance, I understand it. Hey, man, this is messed up. We need to do better. What I'm saying is the solution should be pointed towards somebody that looks like us doing the right thing, to give an example, to say, hey, this is how you're supposed to do it, and he looks like you, so we can do it ourselves. What I'm saying is that what we shouldn't be doing is saying, hey, we messing up because you don't see nobody else doing this. I understand that. I understand y'all saying, hey, You don't see nobody else doing it this way. What I'm saying is that, hey, we need to work with economics. Hey, there's a group of people that's did some economics. There they go right there. Be more like that. If this person is not debating properly, hey, debate more like that person that looks like you. So our youth can say, hey, I know I can do it. I see myself in that person. What I don't want is our youth to be saying, oh, we need to be more like them and do it the way they doing it because we all messed up over here. So that's all I'm saying. If y'all don't agree with that, okay, but don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I ain't talking about no emotion. I'm talking about solution oriented, based on people that look like us doing the right thing. That's all I'm saying. What's wrong with that?
There's
There's
nothing wrong with
nothing
that. I
wrong with
agree with that.
equality. Just
That's
acknowledge.
That's all I'm saying, though. That's all I'm saying. And also, like I mentioned before, Rock,
I'm just saying that, brother. You know,
I took look. That is what I said, and I took it. I said, look, if you,
That is what he's been saying. That he has TBN.
God, no, Rock, that is what I've been saying. What you mean?
He's
okay,
just
I'm
saying
gonna say
that he
this.
wants you to have a person that, like, for our young
But we
community.
do. We do.
And I said, okay, Rock, and I said, okay, Rock.
At the
But
beginning
let's
of the
not.
show,
But let's not
you
act
highlight
like
a young
let's
black.
not. Go ahead.
No, I said
And
at the
I
beginning
and look, Rock, and I said, okay.
you highlight a young black gentleman or woman,
Okay.
depending on whatever state that they're doing. You do a wonderful job of that. So we're not saying that you don't do it.
No, I know we're having a general conversation. I ain't worried about the end. I know what being do. So I ain't worried about that. Yeah.
But what we're saying is we want to see more of it. We want to see more of it to where we're showing our community that there are other people that are doing it. Right now, the worst part about our community is the people that we're seeing is NBA young. We can have a conversation about NBA young boy and watch how we get fly. I mean, it get popping. But here we are having a conversation about this, and you probably couldn't find a young person around because they don't understand. They don't want to be. They don't want to see it this way. They want the action and all that there, which is bad on our part. It's really bad. We damn near seek violence.
All I look, I know as far as this podcast, I don't see where we're missing the ball at.
No, not here. Absolutely not.
Bro, Rock. I've been cleared that up. Rock.
I'm gonna say this. Let me say this. I'm not knocking nothing you're saying, right? You know, I really been trying to keep from saying this, but I got to. For one, let me say this. I can't choose no niggas leaders for them. Let's get that straight. Okay. Two, here's just the truth of the matter, bro. This is the problem that I'm having with a lot of black people, and I've been fighting not to say this. I've been fighting not to say this, but you want to know where one of the biggest problems I have with us is I'm starting to be convinced that we are fucking racist now. I'm just gonna be real.
that before.
I've never seen this in my life to where I would ever get to think that I could say that. But I'm starting to really start to agree that we are fucking just as racist as these motherfuckers. That's why I keep saying we are becoming the very people we complain about and then complain about why they're getting treated like this. You see what I'm saying? Okay, because you got to think about it. It makes me wonder or think. Let me give an example. I remember being in school and black people did say, let's keep it the same color. Watch this shit. I remember being in school, and you want to know who the niggas that had less than hated on and sometimes bullied? The nerd and the person that had more shoes and clothes and had better parents who could take care of, right? Also, I remember growing up, I remember the energy, and I remember being looked at funny because I had a goddamn daddy. And I'm black. So what I'm starting to see is damn, if we come in power, will we be the same as them? It's a scary thing to think about, bro. Because look at it. Look at our communities. Despite what has been injected into our community, our hood now. I'm gonna say this again. These niggas was getting lynched in the 50s. They still had a community. Even in the 80s, the drugs. it was still a community that existed. Now we don't even have as much of that. We're not experienced nowhere near close to what we experience as far as racism, gentrification, and redlining and stuff like that, right? We've become worse. How is it that we've become how is it that the freest generation is the worst generation? We cannot ignore that, y'all. At this point, the problem is we got to look at ourselves and say, nah, this ain't white people. It's us. It's us, bro.
Can't hear you, T-Ben. We gotta be able to be okay for us to talk about us. If we really say that, we say all the time they shouldn't be able to talk about us, but we need to be able. But then when we do, we got to hear from
we can't even talk
about how we should detailed talk about us. And it's like, no, I'm just talking about us because I know us. I grew up in us. That's why I taught in Fifth Ward, because I grew up in that kind of environment in Oklahoma, and I wanted to give back. So it's kind of like, when do we get to just have an open 2-way, 4-way, 5-way street conversation amongst ourselves about ourselves, and then say we do have all the kitchen table black folks taboo conversations amongst ourselves. Say we solve all that amongst us. Then the next conversation is going to be, when do we at all go talk to the others? Now that we're healed, do we do that? Right now, since technology is here, that question or that feeling is coming around a little bit faster, because a lot of us have not caught up with the knowledge that we need to be able to go to that negotiating table to talk to the others, because we need to. And we know it's not happening because Ice Cube tried to get our own selves to talk to us, and everybody else talked to him but us. And even right now, Democrats have a stance. And I use the Democrat because we know that the base of Democrats is the black man and the black woman. That's the base.
I just did flowers for a 19-year-old kid that comes from one of the poorest countries in Africa. And he invented a phone that don't need a damn cell phone service. But then when it comes to how our 19-year-olds acting, they children. We give them, we find these reasons to give them grace for their indiscrepancies.
And we built the base that could help make change in our communities, down the streets. But right now we're witnessing that they was willing to let the government shut down because they wanted to fight for other folks that ain't even in America. Base, they're showing that they're willing to fight, but they're not willing to fight for the base, which is black men and black women in America, is the Democratic base. But they don't want to defend that. They do everything. You can go all the way back to the 80s. They do everything to not talk about us. But y'all keep defending this party, these talking points. Y'all keep defending that instead of, and I'm bringing that up because I feel like it's involved in that psychosis of us.
Yeah, it is.
Not being able to talk about us. And then I'm bringing it back where I was starting at. It's not being able to talk about us, because we just can't look at the goddamn mirror long enough without punching it and breaking it and shattering it.
Yeah. If you go to a black get together and you say you Republican, man, you might want to leave. They'll damn near jump you.
Yeah.
They'll damn near fucking fight you, bro.
You can't wear a "Make America Great Again" hat around black people.
They'll damn near fight you, dog.
Make America great again. My slogan on my 832 video was, "We make it happen." We make it happen. That's what I came up when I was in 2013 going out of film school. My company was called We Make It Happen, 832 video. Because we saw black folks, our people, weren't making good videos, weren't making good signs. They were painting them with paint instead of making them out of signs, how you make a sign or whatever, with logos. So we came up with a company called 832 Video. That's the reason why
I remember, yeah.
That's why we did that. And so it's just like, When do we have that conversation? When do we come across that bridge of like, when do we talk to the others? When do we let the others talk to us? When do we deal with those hard conversations? That's why we never got the reparations dealt with, because the others didn't want to have that conversation. Nancy Pelosi, John Conyers been wanting to talk to you about it since the 1980s. That's a black man, a congressman. That's a black man that made that HR 40 about the study of slavery on America, the effects of it. Nancy Pelosi, a white woman, a Democrat, the leader of the Democrats. She suppressed it before Obama. She suppressed it during Obama. She suppressed it after Obama. She's still suppressing it. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Why are black folks why do we have that kind of loyalty? We need to have loyalty to us and be able to say we can look at the mirror and talk to us. And whenever us, I'm talking about us on this panel, whenever us on this panel as black men, we should be able to talk about it and have an open dialogue and not have to have instructions on how we talk about it. Long as we ain't being disrespectful to each other, of course. But I'm just saying.
Hey man, what's wrong with giving suggestions though, man? We ain't gotta be instructions. We just bouncing off each other. Hey, I think this okay. We don't want to do that. Cool. We move on. It ain't gotta be like we should be able to talk about it with nobody being able to give instructions. I ain't giving instructions. I'm saying, hey, I suggest this. What we got that already. Okay, cool. Hey man, we having a dialogue. If I want to give my input, I should be able to do that too, right?
Yep.
I thought that's what we was doing. I thought we was having dialogue, and that's just what we're doing.
No, we are having, but based on what you just said, we should be able to talk about this and not give instruction on how we do it. I'm saying if we all come together, meet with the minds, if somebody got an idea, he could have been wrong, but he got an idea, he should be able to do that.
Yeah, nobody's saying that that's not fair. What we're talking about right now on the panel is that we are having open dialogue, but sometimes during this open dialogue that we were having with this right here, even with you right now, the dialogue kind of seemed like it was trying to get either sabotaged or cut off by a little bit of nihilism of trying to say, "Oh, it don't matter," because we even heard it through Yogi saying, "I don't give a fuck about this shit, and that ain't my problem." So it kind of takes away from the actual point of us being on the show of having dialogue whenever we already have a party that's going to cut it off by saying it's whatever, I'm just suggesting things now. But before it sounded very convicted in what you was trying to say, just like what I'm saying.
Because I can admit when I was wrong about
you
you.
have to follow what I'm saying. It
does. I'm gonna correct you when you say something that's incorrect about what I said. I'm gonna always do that.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the reason I did this was like, oh, okay, because he said, oh, we do give praise in the beginning. Okay, cool. Well, you know what, you're right. Then I back away with it.
Yeah, I get you. I wasn't trying to make fun of your gesture. I was just saying like how you got stood.
I wasn't tripping on a gesture. That's just my own gesture. I mean, I ain't tripping on no gesture, brother. Ain't nothing.
No. I was saying you didn't have to explain your gesture. I was like, that's cool. That's not what my focus was on what I just said about what you were actually doing when we were heavily debating. When you and Rock were heavily debating, and I was.
Yeah, because here's my overall thing. Like I said, what don't sit right with my spirit. I'm all about holding our people accountable, but I don't want to slip into this. I don't want to slip into what I feel like is all we do is talk about how dumb and stupid and ignorant that we are. Like that don't sit right with my spirit. So I understand. I know. Come on, man.
My bad. It was dumb and ignorant and spirit.
My bad, being I apologize. Go ahead, let him finish. I apologize.
We were just saying that we just see in the video where we just see I will keep saying that all I saw in the video was a lack of emotional intelligence on our part as a group of people, and not one person in there was that I saw it. That's all it was. It doesn't mean that they can't change. It doesn't mean that they don't have the right to do that. It just means that's what we saw, and we're just explaining what we saw, and we're just trying to say, as fathers, as elders, as leaders in the black community, and done our work too, and got our elbows dirty too. We're saying, hey, straighten up, fly right, tighten up, goddammit. That's what we're saying as unks. It's time to tighten up. I don't give a shit if you think you 18 and you ain't no kid no more. You ain't no kid at 19. No. Yeah, let your mama call you that. Your mama call you a kid. She could hug you. That's not what I'm doing. No, I'm not doing that. I'm telling you the truth of the matter. You got to grow up. If someone's asking you a question that's aggressive to you and you can't deal with it, walk away. Walk away. If you want to deal with it and you see somebody that can, then go do that. Just because that goes back to what you're saying earlier. I don't know why there wasn't a group of black dudes that confronted those group of white dudes and challenged them and debated them and went in dialogue back and forth. I don't know why that didn't happen.
They probably ignored their ass and went to class.
They probably ignored and went to class. But I'm just saying, in the context of what those white boys was doing on there, they should have confronted them, because I would have been one of those dudes that would have confronted and questioned those white boys and challenged them.
It would have been fun to me. The only problem is,
but it would have been fun. It would have been fun. I would have shook
their and shit.
Yeah, I would have.
I would agree with that.
I think I agree with that. It would have been fun because I would have challenged them. I would have challenged them, but I would have challenged them here.
Yeah,
I would have challenged them here. Yeah, challenged them here. And I would have shook their hand. I would have shook their hand beforehand, and I would have shook their hand after I left.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this, and I don't know, you know what I'm saying, and I can't tell nobody how parent their kids. But I know if I would have saw that video and I would have saw my child that I'm spending money on to be there doing that shit to them, it would have been a fucking problem. That's just me personally, because that's not how I raised you. You don't antagonize or intimidate people, or you don't respond to antagonism if that's what's being thrown at you. So I look at it from that standpoint as far as it's to justify, you know, my stance on it. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I mean, it's just, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? This was a good debate. We definitely did it. And go ahead.
So I think something I said got misconstrued when I said I don't give a fuck. When I say I don't give a fuck, that don't necessarily mean I don't give a fuck about my people. Anything that I can do to progress my people, I'm down with that. I was called selfish because I said I don't give a fuck, and I'm not even tripping on that. It made it got misconstrued. I don't mean that. I don't want to be the cause or reason or help the detriment of our people. I want to see our people rise up. But when I say I don't give a fuck, I don't give a fuck about that shit, because that shit ain't my concern. I'm concerned about my people. That's it. That's all.
Hey, Rock, I'm curious. What's the racist teacher? What topic is that? I'm curious about that one.
Yeah, we finna go to that one next. You ready?
Damn, nigga.
What? You ready? We finna do it next, Ben.
Hey, like and subscribe, y'all. Like and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Good shit, y'all. Good shit. Boy, I got some wise men on this goddamn panel. Boy.
I'm sick.
You're sick. Can we sing happy birthday to you? All right, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear legend. Happy birthday to you. Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you? Okay, it goes like this. Happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one, two. Woo! Give a clap, everybody. Happy birthday, legend.
Now, I'm about to show you motherfuckers how I'm non-biased with my heat. I don't give a fuck what color you is. You do some fuck shit, I'm gonna get out your ass. I don't care what color you is. You do some fuck shit, I'm gonna call it out. See what I'm saying? It don't matter what color to me. I don't give a fuck.
That whole situation right there, she needed to be integrated with black folks sooner in her life, because she does not know what the fuck she just did.
Now look, I want to make a point. I'm glad you got this video on here, Rock, because this is what I've been seeing, okay? And I want to know how you will argue with this person that has this point. I hear people saying, oh, that came from the movie Madagascar. Why they tripping? What you gonna say to them, Rock?
What?
I'm confused. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know. Yeah.
That song you just heard, they said it came from the movie Madagascar. They said, I heard that when I was little. That's just a song. Why they tripping? What would you say to that person?
Oh, they said that in the movie, but it was probably a real monkey, huh? I'm assuming.
The movie is called, it's a happy birthday song in a movie called Madagascar. That's a movie.
Cartoon, like animal.
Yes, so they're saying it's not racist. It's just a song from the movie. What's your response to that person?
To who? To
the person that's. So the song you just heard her singing, they're saying she's mimicking that happy birthday song from that movie Madagascar, which is a children's movie.
Yeah.
So they saying she's not being racist. So what is your argument to that person?
I mean, I don't agree with it. I ain't gonna debate it, but I don't agree with it. I'm sure she probably got fired. I'm sure she's gonna get fired. I'm sure of that.
Can I answer, T-Van? Can I answer?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah. I'm just curious.
What would that say to that person?
Yeah.
I think the only thing you can say to that person is that's great that that's a song, but this person and anyone else that can't see with the eyes don't know how to do some discernment of you might not need to sing that song at that particular time. I think we already said happy birthday. I think we already sang it. So I would just reiterate what I would end up saying to old girl in the office, like, we need to have a conversation. When's the last time you've been to a fucking zoo? Was it 1918 when they did have black people in zoos? Or was it last week? Because last week they don't have black people in zoos. So what you did was some weird shit. We got to let you fucking go. Okay? So go figure that out. That's just some real shit, because that's just dumb common sense, because you're just not around shit. That's all I would say to that person. That's dumb.
I agree 100%.
I don't give a shit about your Madagascar song. I don't give a shit about your fucking movie, your Pixar movie, whatever. That don't give a rat's ass to me. That's a child, and you're an adult.
Place.
You
It's
can
a time.
understand.
That
you
wasn't
know that they've been calling black folks monkey.
song.
You know that they've been calling black folks monkey.
Exactly.
You know that they've been saying shit like that. So what the fuck are you doing, white lady? What are you doing?
Hey, and I agree with what you're saying. And I'm not trying to be that dead horse. I'm not really trying to drum up an old argument, but that's the same point I was making a minute ago about the college campus. Time and the place. That's all I was saying.
You gotta read the room, man.
Nah,
read the room. That's the only point that I'm making.
I get what he's saying, guys. Listen.
That's all I was saying.
We went from kids back to adults.
It's not the same.
No, I just said read the room. I just said read the room.
What you mean it's a college campus? If you got a right to be there, that's what they do on college.
They didn't say nothing derogatory.
Hey, but what I'm saying is,
say nothing racist to them kids.
Hey, but Rock, what I'm saying, Rock, is that this is what I'm saying. I agree with you about the song. What I'm saying is I see arguments saying that y'all need to stop tripping. It's just a song. They're saying that, like, why they tripping? It's just a song. Why you tripping? The kids ain't tripping. Why the adults tripping? It's just a song. I'm saying, hey, time and the place. Make the place to be doing that.
You're trying to connect something that can't be connected, bro. Them
No
white
time,
boys are not saying nothing racist to them kids.
There's no time. There's not ever going to be a time and place for a Caucasian person in this modern age to sing a monkey song to a black song.
I agree.
Never.
I agree.
There will always be an occasion for a black person to go to a white PWI, whatever you call them, a white college with a tent and ask questions about white people. That will always be welcome. But I don't know if it, because from what y'all saying, it ain't welcome for a white person to go to a black college and ask.
No. What I was saying, the parallel was read the room, time and the place. That's what I was saying. I ain't saying they can't do it. I just said read the room, time and the place. That's the contextual parallel. That's the parallel. Time and the place is the parallel. I didn't say they couldn't do it. I said the parallel is.
I don't think that correlates.
Yeah, I don't think
I get what you're saying.
Either,
I don't think it correlates.
I just don't.
Okay. All right. Hey.
Yeah, we talking about she blatantly said some racist shit.
Hey, but Rock, I agree, but what I'm saying is that is an actual birthday song from a movie.
I get it.
And from what I was seeing, people say like, "Oh, I heard that song growing up." They tripping. I'm saying, how you gonna argue that person saying that if they saying they?
But there's still historical value, and them even in nursery rhyme songs that still have racist.
Hey, but people, that's how people feel about the the MAGA hat. That's how people feel about that. They're saying that represents something.
Make America Great Again.
No, they're and see, this is where I have a problem with that.
Because black folks say, when was America great for us? That's what black people say. So they say, what you mean make America great again? When?
So, but here's what I'm saying. But who you don't have a right to try to tell me.
No, I'm saying that they're saying they use that to represent.
Yeah, I know.
I'm talking about what they say. No, but do y'all understand what I'm saying? Hold on, King. Do you understand when black folks, when they say make it great again, Do you understand what black folks have a problem with that, or are you saying they shouldn't have a problem with that at all?
They should not have a problem with that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all.
I say they should
No,
have a
I'm
problem.
asking you. I'm asking you, King. I'm asking you.
You asked me, should they have a problem with that?
Yes.
No, they shouldn't have a problem with
Okay. All right. Okay.
Now,
I mean,
they got a right to,
okay.
but they
Right
shouldn't
to.
have a
They have
problem.
a right to
Okay,
have
just
their
like, for
opinion.
example, okay, I can't change what somebody want to make something mean to me.
Yeah.
Just because I wear red, a motherfucker supposed to just assume that I'm a blood and he a Crip and he mad. That's the same as the MAGA. How you gonna make me wearing my MAGA hat mean what you want it to mean and then be offended by it?
Yeah, a swastika to some people means death, and a swastika to some people
we
means
both
love
know
and life.
what we out. Me, you, and B know what that swastika actually means.
Right.
We know what it originally means.
But I'm not gonna wear no swastika.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear it. Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Why not?
I'm not gonna even though I know that Confederate flag is for the Iroquois Confederation and is considered part of the Moorish nationality, the Confederate flag. I'm still not gonna wear the Confederate flag, even though I know.
Why wouldn't you wear it? I'm just curious. Why wouldn't you wear it? I'm not trying to be funny. Why wouldn't you wear it?
First of all, I'm not from the Dixie Mason line. I'm not from Alabama. I'm not from Florida. I'm not from any other.
So that's why. So that's why you wouldn't wear it for those reasons.
I have no.
Because you're not from there. Okay.
Because that's not my country.
Confederacy. Because it's not your country. Okay.
Confederacy is not my country. America is my country. This is my country. I've been here 25,000 years.
And now, if you ask me, see, this is where I'm different. I don't wear that shit just because I dare motherfucker to fuck with me and say something to me about the motherfucking shit. What? I wear the fuck I want. I care about my rights being exercised. This is my point. The greatest reward, the greatest form of rewarding my ancestors for living and or dying for me to be able to exercise rights that they didn't have is to do it what the fuck is to live out my rights.
Yeah. Wear what you want to wear. Do what you want to do. Yeah. I see that. I get that. Yeah.
Because I sure got a MAGA head. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't want us to on this side either side to convolate it with like semantics of what we're trying to say. Because I get what T Ben is trying to say and what everybody says about the MAGA hat. I know what that connotation is. Nigga ain't just gonna wear a MAGA hat in the middle of anywhere that's black world. Of course, because we know what that connotation is.
I wore that motherfucker and I wear that bitch anywhere.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But hey, King, and I agree. I agree with you, King. That sentiment is the point that I'm making, though. That I agree with what you're saying. That's the sentiment I'm trying to push. Like what you just said is the crux of what I'm saying. Like it's like time and the place. That's what I'm going back to. Like you're not gonna wear it because you understand. Okay, where am I at? It's not a good idea. Even though I got the right to do it, it's not a good idea. That's what I'm saying.
But all I'm trying to say, I don't want to say we. All I'm trying to say is that there is a generation that we see on that video that don't give a fuck about those rules. They don't care.
Right.
Just like how we're seeing in our culture, there's a generation that give a fuck about the snitching rules, that snitching and all that G code. They don't give a damn. These white boys and Indians, whatever, these newer kids, even some black kids, they want to ask questions. They want to use what we think is taboo as getting at dad. Dad, they don't want to talk about race. Let's talk about race. They don't want to hang out with black people. Let's hang out with black people. They don't want to do. They're pushing those buttons, and we're seeing it. But like Rock said, we're using 1965 tactics to understand it. And then we're coming up with a solution, and we're hearing the solution, but we're saying it might work, it could have worked, but it's still coming from a 1965 filter. We can't use that anymore.
I've had a saying that says that we should revolutionize the revolutionary, right? Because I 100% agree. There should be different tactics, different methods here in 2025, right?
Yeah, because Marcus Garvey couldn't do what what's his name? Nat Turner did. Marcus Garvey couldn't do that. That wasn't
different times.
Because that wasn't for his time. There was a different time.
Like in today's time,
just like Malcolm X now today, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, they wouldn't be effective today.
Yeah, that shit wouldn't work.
No, not at all. Right, and I 100% agree with that. That's part of the premise on why before what I'm saying is that as we make our moves through society and we try to better our people, I'm all about lead by example. So if there's something that we're doing that's correct, that individual, that group needs to be highlighted to counteract the ignorance that we see. And the only point that I'm saying is that person in that group needs to look like us. Like that's to me, that's the route to take. So they can. So it's like for example, like Rock, when I showed you my Houston Black Tax with the paperwork, right?
Yeah.
And so part of that was I said, hey, if like right now, I know brothers that run full militias, right? Where they go out to our streets, they check the game bangers, they get prostitution off the streets. You can hire them to protect you. And I'm saying, look, if our youth grow up seeing people that look like them in authority places, they'll start respecting authority, or what we call them as police. They'll respect them because they see people that look like them that have authority in their neighborhoods. So I'm saying we need to highlight those kind of people instead of just saying F the police. Say, hey, if you're gonna say that, show them that we can be authority figures that look like you, instead of just saying that we victims of being beat by the police. So that's my mode that I'm in with it. So excuse my passion.
Yeah.
But when if I only hear us saying we effed up, people need to do better here, do better, I'm just like, okay, I get that, but show the right way. Because to me, it comes off like it starts to sound like self-hate. The tough love starts to sound like self-hate. To me, that's my opinion.
You be dropping bomb seeds every time. You be dropping.
Look, it gets so strong to where it's like, damn, do we really love each other, or we just don't like each other? We don't like it. We done got so upset with our people that we hate our people. I don't like that feeling. I'm more like, look, my tough love is showing you the better way and shunning what's wrong, but showing you do it this way. Lead by example. Do it like that person's doing it. That's what we want right there. And taking those people and putting them up in the light. Hey, be like this. Be like that. That's my thing, because the rhetoric starts to sound like the other side, what they're saying about us. We don't listen to them. We listen to ourselves. We are on, take ownership of being us.
But here we are back here again, and you keep what you're explaining.
Well, I'm not trying to go back there now. My bad. I'm not trying to go back there.
No, I'm not saying.
I'm sorry.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's where we are right now. We're back in, and all I'm saying is that you're explaining a black face in a high place, and we've already went through that. That doesn't work all the time. A black face.
What do you mean?
A black face in a high place, that it's supposed to be, they're supposed to do the right thing, and that's the example, and you do the right thing, follow this person, they're gonna do it. But then you see that person in that high position and they can't make things happen that they're supposed to happen, or they're not.
No, I'm talking about, it could be average Joe. They ain't gotta be in high. I said lead by example.
I'm just saying that's what we're getting.
No, we no, bro. Well, look, this is what I mean. People in your own community doing it. It's people in your own community doing the right things. They ain't gotta be high and mighty. They doing the right stuff in your own community.
I'm not saying
that's what I'm saying.
I'm talking about the sheriff. I'm talking about the mayor. I'm talking about the congressman. I'm talking about the alderman. I'm talking about the preacher. I'm talking about the big unk. I'm talking about them.
Right. What about them?
We always want to put a black face in a high place and put them in a high pedestal place.
And most of them fail.
And we do have that. We do have good examples. We got Rock. We got you. We got me. We got Quality. We do have those kind of people that are out there. We aren't going to see it because we don't have a general media that's going to push us, because Roland Martin is still trying to work for CNN. So we don't have somebody to show what we are doing that is out there.
No, we do. Yeah, we do. We do, brother. We do.
Black dads are the most are involved with their kids. The most fathers is a black dad. We had that.
Yeah.
But we don't have the concentrated images like you're saying, because that's why you're not seeing it. Because we don't have it. So
we got to push it. I'm saying we got to push it. That's why I'm saying we got to push it.
I'm trying to agree with you and come to common ground and saying
why we
don't see it. And I'm just telling you, no, we don't. They're not going to. Just like
who's they?
Dr. John Henrik said, we don't have no friends.
I'm right.
We're supposed to have friends. We don't have
No, we need to do it. We are our friends. We are the friends to ourselves. What I'm saying.
No, we're not, because we're not on code. No, we are not.
Oh man, I mean, okay. Well, look, I'm trying to find the common ground, but it's like we can't.
because you're saying these wish me thoughts. We're not.
What's the wish me? No, it's not wish me, bro. It's not. It's not wish me to me.
All of us are not on code. If we were, we'd
be. I think y'all speaking from two different dimensions. I think
we are.
Hold on. I think he's speaking from an overall. I agree. Overall, as a whole, we not there, bro. Not as a whole.
There's
We
a lot of
far
us that
from
are
it,
human.
dog.
That's why my favorite quote is no one single raindrop thinks that we're responsible for the flood. Every one person plays their role. We all add to the pot.
We know that. We know that. We
You
know
know
that.
that.
I agree with you.
But the thing is
I agree with you.
it doesn't look like we're nowhere in the vicinity of getting to that point.
But I'm saying,
We're in a
look,
puddle.
but
We
look,
don't even know we're in a puddle together. We don't even
who is the we? How do you come to that conclusion though? What do you mean we don't know that?
Knows. What do you mean?
Man. Are you
I see a black movie maker right now. I see a black entrepreneur down here.
85% of our population and black population has been voting the same way for 60 years and got
60
nothing.
years.
And got nothing.
I get the politics. I get the politics. I get the politics.
But that's breaking it down to kitchen
We're the same way outside of politics.
That's breaking it down to the kitchen table issues. The kitchen table issues of black folks. What is being talked about at the kitchen table in black families? What is being talked about?
Next.
How's it?
I mean, I know what's talked about in my household. I don't know about nobody else's household. I don't know.
You 1 in a million.
NBA young boy.
Yeah, man.
We rare.
I know.
That's crazy. Hey, look, like I say, build with like minds, man. I've been saying build with like minds. I've been saying that.
Yeah, I agree.
But here's the thing: we don't really have communities. We don't have common unity. We have hoods. It's a reason for it, bro. It's a reason why we call it that.
Listen,
we know our problems, though, man.
Okay, how can
we always go back to talking about what we doing wrong all the time? That's what I'm saying.
Okay, how can we ever come together? And
we doing it again. We doing it right now, Rob. We always go back to how effed up we are every single time. That's what I'm talking about right now. Okay.
Let me finish. How can we ever come together to really make a powerful move to really make noise if we're so fractured? I got this saying. Here's what I'm saying, Ben. And I'm not disowning what you say.
Yeah,
I'm in the fight with you, right? Being in the fight, we in the fight with you. We doing our thing. But here's my point. One thing that I notice about black people, we claim our fraternities, we claim our jobs, we claim our careers, we claim our colleges, we claim our gangs, we claim our hoods, we claim our religion, we claim our political party. We will claim to be everything first before we are black. Don't know every other race do the opposite.
And you know, one thing my wife says, man, has always been so profound to me, and I agree with this wholeheartedly. I hear what you said, Rob. This is one thing that I realized that we do that we do as a people, right? We know all these problems, like right. We know the solution to our problem. But we find a problem in every solution. We find a problem in every solution. Every time it's like, hey, I know you don't, Rob.
What do you mean? I want to hear what he's saying.
Yeah.
So when I say we find a problem in every single solution, if we say, hey, y'all, build with like minds, then it becomes, hey, well, the like minds don't even want to get together. It's like, well, hey, if we can't agree that we got to build with like minds, then how we gonna get past that?
Because
we can't even agree that. Right. We find we find a problem in every solution. Exactly. We gonna never get nowhere.
I think that you're saying that right now, but I know that I clearly said I agree with that. When you said build like minds, I clearly agree with that.
Yeah, but listen, I hear what you're saying, King. But I'm saying every single time we have a solution, we find a problem in the solution.
And that problem,
because if it ain't that, if it ain't us coming together, it's like, okay, if it's not that, it's okay, what's your religion? Oh, well, I don't agree with your religion, I can't work with you. It's always.
Here's my point, Ben. Here's my Ben. The problem that I have with it is real. You want to know what that problem is? We just cannot, for some strange fucking reason, get enough of the masses to drink the goddamn water. We can't even get them to come to the fucking water. Am I lying?
That's why I brought up that 80% is
Exactly.
That's why I brought that up, because we could see where we are.
So what we supposed to do? Let me ask y'all. So what do you do?
It's a painful truth.
So what do you do?
What do you mean? What do we do?
What do we
How do you fix it? How do you fix it?
Fix what? Hold on. Fix what?
The 80% issue. Let's start with 80% vote the wrong way. How do we fix that?
It's gonna take another 50, 60 years. First, we got to get the family structure on. We got to get these bitches to want to marry me.
I said. I've always said that. We got to attack the third graders right now. We're done. We're cooked.
Thank you. We're done. I agree.
We're cooked. This, if you're talking about in general as a whole, change the world, change our world. It's the third graders right now. We need to attack the third graders and start there. So that means we need to start at home, which goes to what Rock's saying. We need to get married before you carry. We need to start having better conversations with our children at 11, 12, 13, 14, and getting understand. We maybe need to take the 16-year-old puppy love more seriously. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe we should let them be betrothed for 4 or 5 years while they go and let them get married at 22. Maybe that's a good thing because of all these diseases out there. So my son or my daughter don't got to go out here and gallivant with a whole bunch of people and don't know what they get and catch something before they find who they're supposed to be with. Maybe they already with who they're supposed to be with because that person is still kind of pure. We got to start looking at these kind of things. We got to start really looking outside the box. We got to really look outside.
I agree with that.
We got to.
That's all I'm saying, Ben. Here's what he's saying, Ben. Look.
I hear what he's saying. Right?
I know, but I just want to add to it. What I don't like is this, right? You know, me and you know each other. We didn't talk like we've been friends we've been brothers for years. We've past friends, right? You don't, when you say you got it out the mud, and when you say you come from nothing, you don't say that because it sounds cool. You don't say that because it make you look good to the other motherfuckers who come from shit. You say it because it's the truth. You don't like it. It's not something you wish you would have had. We all wish we would have grew up rich, right? We all wish that, right? So here's what I'm saying. We got motherfuckers who actually grew up rich and don't come from the mud, but they want to be in the position that me and you was in when we was little. That is something that we can't fix, bro. Like
so,
what I'm trying to say.
And look,
youth, dog. I ain't trying to.
And so that was.
Hold on, hear me out. So what I'm saying is when we're talking about the solution, the question we got to ask is where are we trying to create the solution at? We ain't gonna get the solution with these overgrown motherfuckers who done already made the choice that they ain't gonna do this shit. They not gonna get down. They not gonna ride for this. Motherfuckers spending $4,000 to go to some goddamn NBA YoungBoy concert and they can barely pay their rent.
Hey, Rob.
Ain't changed that.
Hey, Rob. So
we got the kids. Like with the kids in college. I remember it was a time where
kids in college,
you could tell the difference between a black college kid and a damn uneducated dropout. What we just saw was a display that we can't even tell the fucking difference no more. I remember when you could tell the difference between a prostitute and a classy lady. They dress the same now. We don't even know the difference no more.
Yep.
Hey, so you remember when me and good brother Rich sat on here maybe a month ago. We had our back and forth. Yeah. And like I said, one of my other important quotes that I live by is much easier to build strong children than to repair broken men, right?
Well,
listen, hold on. Hold on. Listen, yeah. And so my entire rhetoric tonight has been about the youth, what the youth need to look up and see. That's all I've been talking about with the youth. I said the youth need to be able to look up and look at adults doing the right things. Yeah. That's my whole premise. So start with the children. So I agree with you 100%. 100%. I'm saying show the children who's doing the right things so they can grow up and see that image and try to be like that. Like we wanted to be like Mike, for example, right? Using that as a segue. Yeah. But so that's always been my message. Start with the youth. Because, hey, when she gets to a certain point, look, college, in my opinion, college ain't too old yet. When you get in your 30s, 40s, college, you still moldable in college. In college, you can still mold in college. Because you just said yourself, college kids. Why you call them college kids, Rock?
You ain't molding nothing. You ain't molding nothing, even when they accept.
In college, their brains ain't fully developed yet. Of course you can.
True. That's true.
We gonna run with that semantic when the brain ain't fully developed.
You're not
Come on,
them.
man.
Bro, you can't look past the facts, Rob.
To let you in.
No, hold on. No. I'm saying the youth. This is why they marketing targets certain age demographic, because you're very, very impressionable in those years. You can mold people coming to college.
Until you turn 26, your frontal lobe of your brain is not developed until you turn 26.
That matters, though. Y'all act like that don't matter. That matters. This is not a saying.
It does matter, but what we're trying to say is by the time any kid at any adolescence by the time they're at that age, they
need to know how to act.
They've already made their decisions on who they are. And
no, they have not.
Yes, they have. They may not. They may not know what it is, but they've already decided what they wanted, who they are, who their person is, who they are. And then they decide.
I wanted to be a rapper since 5.
They decide to let you. They decide to open their eyes and take your advice. Just not that you're giving advice and it's molding them. Is that they're deciding to accept your advice at that age.
At 20 some years old. I mean, but at college is 18, 19, 20, 21. That's that range.
Yeah,
bro,
military too, 18 to 20, 18, 20.
Yeah, we know. We know that, bro. But the point that I'm making is that at that age right there, you can still be molded at that age. Your brain ain't fully developed yet.
I bet you them undeveloped brain ass kids wouldn't have acted like that in the military.
I didn't mean to say that.
See, we choose where we want to be ignorant at.
It's more.
No, we ain't talking about ignorance, Rock. I get it. Hey, what I'm saying is this: when you growing up, like you make your own decisions as you growing, right? You say I know what I'm doing. It's not until you get about 35, 40, you like, you know what? That was dumb. You know that now, but while you was doing it, you ain't thinking like that, Rock. That's why wisdom. But you still. That's why it's called wisdom.
Maturity. You still a level of maturity should.
Bro, you still. But your mentality, your perspective of being mature is way different than when you turn 35 or 40.
I know. I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did that at that age when I was in college. I wouldn't have did that.
Rock, I ain't never been to jail before. I mean, I ain't never been to prison. I ain't never been on trouble my whole life. I made good decisions in my life. I can still say when I was 20 years old, I made dumb decisions because I see it now.
But I still was mature enough to know not to do that type of shit, antagonize motherfuckers.
Rob, you mean to tell me you ain't do nothing that you ashamed of when you was in your 20s?
Hell yeah, I was a fucking drug dealer.
So why you can't extend that same to them ones in their 20s now? Why all of a sudden they gotta know everything?
Hold on, I got you now. You wanna know why? Because we give motherfuckers too much grace.
I'm talking about them. I'm talking about them.
We give them too much grace. We give our people too much grace. We're not whooping their ass enough. We're not tightening the strap enough. Okay, let me give an example. Okay, when I was selling drugs, my daddy didn't know, right? He thought it was just all rap.
Hey, Quality, am I tripping, Quality?
Hold on. I remember when I caught.
You're not tripping, bro.
I remember when I caught my first case.
Y'all both on it.
I remember when I caught my first case. You know what my daddy did, and he never cussed. When he found out, and he found out why, and he found out how much, and he found out how at what level I was doing it on. He was steaming hot. You want to know what he told me? He said, let me tell you something. If you ever do this bullshit again, I will not bail you out and I will let your ass rot in here. See, that ain't giving grace. That's called, nigga, your ass on your own, nigga, you do some stupid shit again.
He did give you grace because he told don't do it again. He did give you grace.
We are babying our kids way too much.
We might be wrong. That's not the point that I'm making. We might be babying them. What I'm saying is that don't act like them in their 20 is like you thinking right now in your 40. That's what I'm saying, Rock. They ain't been living long enough.
You're psychologically babying them because you giving them grace because you was just as dumb as what. No, fuck that. I'm gonna be on your way.
It's just understanding, Rock. It's understanding, Rock. That's understanding.
There's I got two different personality of boys that I know for a fact that they would not act that way at that stage.
I know not like that, but they gonna still
And
do things today. They're gonna call it dumb when they get older.
Yeah, they're gonna do some things that may not be appropriate at a younger age.
That's all I'm saying. You got quality. I agree with you. Quality. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Younger, so they're gonna make mistakes in life. So that's
but can we be honest and say y'all kind of use that as leeway to prove your point when y'all understand what we're saying? We gotta
you don't
understand
we are the least militant people in the world when it comes to our people. We let them marry who they want. We let them be what they want to be. Our motherfucking kids go to college and they going to college to be a goddamn to study goddamn fucking bullshit. Just dumb shit. Shit that don't even make no money. We be like, go ahead, do it. Man, them other races, you ain't finna goddamn go out to college and just be some dumb shit to get a goddamn degree. They gonna say, nigga, that ain't making no money.
Rock, you better go to school from earlier. You always highlight the other race. That's what Ben was saying earlier.
Yeah, right.
But hold on. Okay, but guess what? Damn. Guess who's doing it though? It's black people doing it too. So what's the problem? I'm talking about as a whole, it's the truth. But anytime we compare where we're lacking to where another culture isn't, we always get sensitive about the shit, and that's the fucking problem. We hate when we compare other people to what's real. And I don't understand what's wrong with that. What is wrong with that? And here's my response to what you said earlier, being about we got to become a certain way with these kids or whatever. Let me tell you something. That's for their goddamn mama to do. That's for their mama to do. That's for the woman to do. I'm here to knock you in your chest, holler at you, drill sergeant you, and make your ass do push-ups and not feel sorry for you. If you hit your head, get your ass up. It ain't for me to baby you, my nigga. That's not.
I don't know where you hear me talking about babying nobody other than me saying, "Hey,
no."
I don't hear the babying.
Words.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing remotely about babying. I'm talking about understanding as afforded. I didn't even say nothing remotely close to babying nobody, Rock.
Bing. You didn't say we gotta come at them a certain way, communicate them at a certain way. We gotta use these examples. No, you ain't shit.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I'm tell them, you ain't shit. You better be shit. You sorry, motherfucker.
Hey, Rock, that ain't what I said, Rock. What I said is understanding that at that age, I said that they can be molded as they get older. That's what I said.
And that's how I'm gonna mold them. You know what? I ain't gonna mold them. I'm gonna scold them. I'm gonna let his mama mold them. I'm gonna scold them.
Yeah, but by your logic, Rock, you scold them don't even matter because they already grown. By your logic,
I'm saying in general, if they grown,
what's that mean?
If they grown, I might tell them get the fuck out of my face. Fuck them kids.
There ain't shit you can say to them.
Why you calling them kids, Rock? Why they kids though?
I'm talking about the kids because even if they're 25, they're my kids. But my whole point is, okay, think about this. The last time I checked, our boys be 5 years old and we training them to be men already. What are you talking about, man? We training our boys to be men at 5.
Yeah, calling them little.
You think I'm gonna baby them niggas or try to work around their feelings for their ass at 18 or 25?
Hey, Rock.
Hey, Rock, you look like you're telling a 5-year-old, take that trash out, puss ass nigga.
Rock, what's some nicknames? Hey, come here, man. Come here, little man.
Yeah,
come here, man. Little man.
They say, boy, you 5, you ain't changed them tires, you only 5. I mean, what's wrong with you?
I'm changing my goddamn oil.
That's my little man right there.
Nigga, why you ain't pay that light bill?
What you mean you 8? 8? What you mean you 8? Well, I was working when I was 2. What you mean?
I was working when I came out my mama womb, nigga.
Light billing the baby name.
Oh man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna tell you about my family. I said this before. I'm gonna say it again to kind of just add to it. On my mama's side, if you make it out of 7th grade, they throw a party. right? Yeah, they fucked up. If you make it out of 7th grade, that's how dysfunctional the family on my mama's side is. But on my daddy's side, you could graduate college, and you know what they're gonna look at you and say, okay, nigga, what's next? That's all I'm saying.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, Rob. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Rob. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Rob. That's not what I'm saying. The point you making ain't got nothing to do with what I was saying.
No, I was just adding that. Yeah, I was just adding that. Yeah. But I'm just saying, my daddy's side, the standards were different. They didn't celebrate some of the shit that this side did, if they even celebrated that. This side of the family, everybody go to jail. This side of the family, teachers, cops, educators, all kind of lawyers and shit. Yeah. That is not lit like a motherfucker. But this side, they think they lit, but they ghetto lit. This side of the family, no standards, everybody give everybody grace, let they bump their head 25. This side, it just is that this side militant in the motherfucker. That's all I'm saying. I guess.
Hey, Rob, I was raised by a military father, man. I get it. My pops was military his whole life, retired from military. I get it. That ain't look. And I'm talking about I was raised strict. My pop was strict.
Yeah.
And all the choices. And look. All the choices I made in life, right? And at that moment, I'm not making the right decision. It's not until I got older, like, man, that was dumb. But at that time, it seemed smart, and it probably was at that time. But later on, I'm like, you know what? If I'd have did it different, I would have tried this way. Because I know at that time I was young. I didn't have a developed brain yet. Some decision was emotional, and I didn't know it was emotional at the time.
But you weren't spraying blocks.
They're not.
You won.
No, because I had a father. Hey, I had a father, Rock. I didn't have it. I had a father.
But you get my point though. It's hard.
You get my point.
It's hard for me to have grace with 16-year-olds with switches.
No, we don't. No, don't go extreme, Rock. Ain't nobody got no grace for nobody killing us, bro. Come on now. We ain't talking about nobody. We talking about what we hold on. We really talking about college students and college kids cussing and